This was so hard, y'all. Oh my God. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Lee Santa Maria here, and today, you all, I am taking on the burden, the task. This is just a lot, but today, you all, I am ranking my Bond number 9 fragrance collection. I know, right? Wow. For those that have been following me, especially over the past year, you know Bond number 9 hands down ruled 2022 for me. It was my favorite fragrance house. I love it, and I have since, grew a little collection here, and I figured, you know what, it's time to rank this bad boy. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all my collection so you see how many fragrances we are working with. As you all can see, I have 15 fragrances in my Bond number 9 collection. Yes, 15. This is the most of any fragrance house in my collection. So yeah, we got some ranking to do. This was not an easy task, but we're gonna get into it. But before we do that, elves, you know what we must do first. Lipstick of the day, everyone. We're giving dark, a little bit of goth today. It is winter time. This is MAC Smoked Purple is your lipstick of the day. It's a very black and plum type of color. I have it in the description box as always. Next up for fragrance of the day, I was feeling vanilla. I'm kind of on a vanilla kick right now, so I went with Kayali's Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. What's the number? 64, the newest addition from the Kayali family. In this cold weather, it's 45 degrees here today. This is amazing. So again, fragrance of the day is Kayali's Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. All right, now elves, let's talk about this Bond number 9 collection. Bond number 9 is a house that you can't just have one, it's addictive. Once you buy one, you can't help but want another and another and another. I truly think it's because the bottle designs are so unique. Dare I say, it is the biggest collection of one house in my entire fragrance collection. And I think about it, it's even bigger than my Tom Ford collection, which for the longest was the biggest one. I have already ranked my Tom Ford collection. I'll link it up top for you all to check out for those that are interested. But yes, as you all have seen, I have 15, and yeah, let's do this countdown. Let's get into it. In the number 15 spot, this really shouldn't be a shocker if you all have watched my least favorite fragrances video. I have that linked up top for you all to check out. Number 15 spot goes to Bond number 9, My New York. I'm still struggling with this fragrance, you all. The rose ginger is super spicy. I don't know. If any one of my fragrances from Bond were on the possible declutter chopping block list, it would be this one. I'm not quite ready to give up on it yet. I'm still gonna play with it some more, but I have to say I've had it for a few months and I'm not in love. So that's why this is the bottom of the list, you all. Number 15 goes to Bond number 9's My New York. In the number 14 spot, you all, we have Perfumista Avenue. I like this one. Her name is on the top. This is a soapy rose type of scent. There's supposed to be some saffron in here. I don't quite get the saffron as much, but it's just for when I'm feeling clean and I want to have that feminine vibe going, in my opinion. Not my absolute favorite. Obviously, it's towards the bottom of the list, but I don't hate it. It's one that I think I will enjoy more so in the spring type of weather. So we'll see. We'll revisit this one. So number 14 spot again is Perfumista Avenue, obviously from Bond number 9. Number 13. In the number 13 spot, you all, we have, let's see here, this is Sag Harbor. And I remember the reason I got this one was because it has a note of ivy in it. This is one of their beaches summertime collection type of scents. I like it. It's very unique. This isn't one that's conventional, very non-traditional type of scent. It's due for its own dedicated review, and I will be doing that in 2023. But I like it because it doesn't smell like any other fragrance in my collection. Very unique. So again, number 13 goes to Sag Harbor. We have number 12. In the number 12 spot, elves, we have Madison Square Park. This is the newest addition to my collection. I've been wearing it a lot. Absolutely going to be a stunner in the springtime. I like it in its off season, but it's very pretty. I think it's gonna get even better again once the springtime gets here. And I just love the bottle. I mean, look at this. I mean, I love how all these bottles are so unique. None of them look the same, and they're just part of the appeal for collecting with Bond number 9. And this one, you already know the story. It's pink and green. I am an AKA, so I had to have it. Number 12 goes to Madison Square Park. Number 11, you all, number 11. We have Astor Place. This is the prettiest bottle, hands down, to me out of my entire collection. This is just beautiful. Look at this artwork on here. Just so gorgeous. This fragrance, you all, It's very elegant. It has a very similar type of vibe to, say, J'adore from Dior, which I used to have a full bottle of and a big bottle at that, and I used it all the way up. So that's why I like Astor Place. Very, very classy. I definitely, this is a Sunday type of scent for me. It's a brunch type of scent, daytime, and it makes me very, very happy. Number 11 is Astor Place. In the number 10 spot, we have a crowd favorite. This one is very popular right now, especially for cold weather, and we're talking about in the number 10 spot, bond number 9, New York Nights. I do have a full dedicated review of this fragrance already up on the channel. I have it up top for you all, but this one has a coffee note in it. There's some caramel, some C notes. It's really, really unique and interesting. This was a love at first sniff type of fragrance. As we get into the higher numbers, you all, yeah, we start to get into the real love and the real hard part here. So this is the beginning of when things start to get hard when it comes to bond number 9, because I do enjoy this fragrance. I wish it lasts a little bit longer, like I stated in this dedicated review, but I enjoy this scent profile. It is just very fantastic to me. Number 10 again is bond number 9, New York Nights. In the number 9 spot, Elves, number 9. This is a slept on goodie, and number 9 goes to Queens. Bond number 9, Queens. This smells like grapes and tuberose to me. This is such a fun, thick, syrupy type of a scent. I enjoy this. This is a slept on fragrance from bond number 9. It has osmanthus in it too, last I checked. Oh, I enjoy this because it's sweet, but it's thick. I love that. This is great. It's technically supposed to be a more of a spring type of scent, but I think of this as a wonderful transition scent going from winter into summer. I'm just saying. So bond number 9, Queens, is your number 9 spot. In the number 8 spot, Elves. Let's talk about it. Number 8. This goes to bond number 9's Hudson Yards. This is one that was highly recommended by a lot of you all, my elves here on YouTube, and especially on Instagram. You all was like, no, you gotta get Hudson Yards. Hudson Yards is that girl, especially for spring. I'm like, okay, well, let me see what she's about. I ordered it. This was a blind order, and I love it. Love it first sniff. It's so fresh. This smells like the morning dew of grass and flowers at the first break of spring. That's what this smells like to me, and it's happy. I mean, look at the bottle. It's a lime green, so it tells you what time it is. I love it. The bond number 9's number 8 is Hudson Yards, and I will be wearing this a lot once spring gets here. Number 7, this one has a cult following. It's been out for a good minute, and people ride or die for this scent. And so you have to tread lightly when you talk about this one. The OG, this is bond number 9's Chinatown for the number 7 spot. Chinatown is one of those scents. I've noticed when I post it and talk about it, I've had so many women tell me this was their wedding scent, which who knew? And I remember when I was in a boutique, the sales associate told me, it's like, no, this is a wedding scent. This is a certified classic for that, particularly for fall brides. And I was like, I was intrigued by that. Chinatown did get on my radar when I had literally got engaged. So hearing that it's been a choice of a lot of brides before in the past, and I'm like, my interest is there. This is a very unique scent. It's floral, but it's woody. There's so many layers to Chinatown, so I get it. This is one of those scents that it does transform as it goes throughout the day. Full dedicated review is coming on Chinatown because just talking about it in this countdown isn't enough. This scent has so much personality, you all, in the bottle. Look at this. Beautiful. So again, number 7, bond number 9's Chinatown. Number 6, and the number 6 spot in ranking my collection, you all. This one is considered a bestseller. This was one I personally slept on, but I had to give it its due. It actually made one of my most complimented fragrances of 2022 list, and I'm talking about bond number 9's Nolita, the one with the lips on it. It's tangerine and it's freesia, and it's like woody, but has a musk in it. This is an unexpected, wonderful type of fragrance. And I remember the sales associate, when I went to the bond counter, she told me, she said, no, women love Nolita. And at the time I was like, what? That's basic. I wasn't there for it. It wasn't giving me what I needed. This is one I had to revisit, a few more boutique visits later on and in the fall. And then I fell in love with, absolutely fell in love with this. And I get a lot of compliments, particularly in the cooler weather. Maybe it's because I first smelled this when it was stupid hot outside. But this is one where it can't be too much humidity for it to really get its just due. And yes, I am on board with it. I'm going to be wearing Nolita more in 2023. So number 6 again, it's Bond number 9's Nolita. Top 5, y'all. Top 5. Oh, this was so hard. Ooh, number 5. Number 5. Top 5. Okay, y'all, let's do this. We can do this. So the number 5 spots. This might be shaking the table. This might be a little controversial because this is always mentioned as either number 1 or number 2 for a lot of people, but for me, it's number 5. And we are talking about Bond number 9's Tribeca. Yes, Bond number 9's Tribeca. This was actually my second purchase ever from the house of Bond number 9. When I first purchased it, as I shared in this dedicated review, I couldn't smell it at all. You can tell because it has ambroxan in it, and I just went nose blind to it at first. I have to wear this when it's cooler out. It can't be 100 degrees or I can't smell it. So that's why for me, I love it, but because of the fact it's conditional, it can't be number 1. It just can't. But I do enjoy it because it has hazelnut, cacao, caramel. I love this. Especially now that it's cold. Love this. Amazing for date night. Certified head turner. You do get compliments on it. It is fantastic of a scent, and that's why it's in the top 5. Again, Bond number 9's Tribeca. Number 4, you all. Number 4. This is one I smelled it when I was on my trip to New York. Immediate love at first sniff. Love at first sniff. I came back from a trip and I had to order it. And I'm talking about Bond number 9's B9. Number 4, Bond number 9 B9. This is so slept on. Wow. Absolutely a going out fragrance. Absolutely it's your birthday. Absolutely New Year's Eve. Absolutely you wearing a formal gown. Nobody's smelling like you. Nobody's touching you. Nobody is seeing you. Yes, please understand. Nobody will be on your level. I keep saying it and I can't stress it enough. B9, I gotta give you your own dedicated review. But number 4, this has been everything. I've been rocking this in gowns. I'm going to events and it turns heads every single time and it lasts. Oh, it lasts. Oh, it lasts. And I love it. Love it. Hands down, one of my absolute favorite cold weather scents, and especially for going out. Number 4, Bond number 9. All right, you all. In the number 3 spot, yes, top 3. All the pretty girls come to the floor. All of the pretty girls come to the floor. Number 3 goes to Madison Avenue. Absolutely, yes. It's the apple note in here for me. Oh, this is so nice. There's praline in here as well. Bond number 9's Madison Avenue, the scent of shopping. That's, yes. And then look at the bottle. I mean, the decor on here is just, I love the bottle so much because it's the perfect baby pink type of color. But this scent is a girly scent, but it packs a punch and it lasts. Oh, it lasts. It's technically a spring scent, which I gotta say this right now. I'm noticing a trend. Bond number 9 really does spring well. They do spring very, very well. I don't know what it is, but it's something about giving me that airiness, that freshness. They do that very well. So if you're a person that particularly likes springtime perfumes or fresh and floral, very feminine type of scents, in my opinion, you need to check out Bond number 9 because they do that extremely well. But again, back to Madison Avenue because she's that girl for that type of vibe. She is your number 3 fragrance on this list. All right, y'all, last 2. If you've been following me, you've been watching me for a minute, the last 2 should not be a shock to you at all. And it just perfectly embodies what I have been obsessed over, what I have reached for, what I have wanted the most. That is the last 2 fragrances, and let's talk about it. The number 2 spot goes to the ultimate wish list item, and that is Bond number 9's Nomad. You all know I had more than one sample of this fragrance. This was a love at first sniff. There's oud in here. There's pear in here. It's fruity, woody. It is amazing. And you want to talk about a scent that this is one you gotta wear. You can't spray too much of this or it will choke you out. But you'll be happy about it. I don't know. It's really fascinating. I love this fragrance. This was the first one that made me decide I'm gonna go ahead and get me 100 ml because it only comes in 100 ml right now when I'm filming this. And I normally am not a 100 ml girl, but this fragrance is that good. It's so potent. It is just wow. Wow. This will probably end up making my most complimented fragrance list for 2023 or most reach for, however I decide to do it at the end of the year. But hands down, Nomad. is amazing of a scent, and I love it. It's so good that now even the head elf has discovered it, and now he likes to wear this one. Funny story, I actually caught the head elf in my fragrance nook where I keep all my bottles in. I said, what are you doing in there? And he was in there reaching for this. Yes, so it's unisex, but I personally love it on me. But it smells amazing on him too. It's really fascinating, so I have to share that. But number 2 goes to Bond number 9's Nomad. And number 1, yes, number one is befitting because this is actually the fragrance that started my obsession with Bond number 9. It was my first purchase from the house. It was the first scent that made me go, okay, I get it. I get the hype. I want some Bond in my life. And number 1 goes to Greenwich Village. This is a fragrance, I wear it so much, I reach for it, whether I'm wearing it or not. If I'm in the house, I would just literally go and smell this fragrance because it makes me so happy. I'm actually considering getting the body silk in this, and y'all know I don't do body care. It is that good. And this is a 50 ml bottle. I actually regret getting the 50 ml because if I would have known I was gonna reach for this fragrance as much as I do, I would have got 100 ml. Because I know I'm going to finish this bottle. In fact, I can already hear that I've used a lot of it. There's a big dent in here, I can hear it. And I won't be shocked if by the end of 2023, early 2024, I need a brand new bottle of this. That's how much I love Greenwich Village. I consider this a signature scent. I consider this just an everyday scent. I consider this a scent when I do not know what to wear. This is what I'm gonna reach for. So therefore it's number 1 because I don't have to think about it, and it's just that good. So all right, Els, there you have it. That is my entire Bond number 9 collection, as well as it is ranked for you all. Now you know, out of the 15, you know where each one of my fragrance collections stands. So Els, I will say this is my collection at the beginning of 2023. Am I done getting fragrances from Bond number 9? No. So understand, I will be doing an updated list at the end of the year and or early 2024 because I'm pretty sure the lineup will be different. There will be some new additions as well as some new rankings. But this is my current collection and these are all my babies. Let me know what you think. How do you rank your fragrances? What are your top 5 Bond number 9 fragrances? Because I know I'm not the only one. You all collect it as well. We talk about it all the time in the comments and on IG. So let me know, Els, what are your top 5 Bond number 9 fragrances? Because I'm very curious to see how does everybody else think about them. As always, if you're digging me, subscribe to the channel. If you're here for the content, hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not here for any of this, that is okay. I understand. But until next time, Els, I will catch y'all the next time. Bye, y'all.